Alrighty, everyone. It is time for the finale of DSP versus the Internet, episode 39, for Sunday the 19th of November 2023. Special thanks to all the members who submitted these videos and to the people who became new members today. Please remember you'll be able to submit videos shortly, alright? Let's see the final videos for the week. And if you'd like to be someone to submit videos for next week's show, please become a member today. Let's go.
Its name can be a bit of a tongue twister. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
Worcestershire sauce. All of these pronunciations are acceptable,
Really?
as are the endless ways to use this condiment. From flavoring beef recipes and salad dressings, to joining tomato juice and vodka in a Bloody Mary.
I didn't even know it was in a Bloody Mary.
In the early 1800s, an English pervert in the county of Worcester hired two local chemists.
Did they just say an English pervert? Is that what he just said? An English pervert hired two local chemists? That's what I heard. Did I mishear?
Wambaster Lee and Slamjekyll Perrins, to duplicate sauce he had tasted while traveling in the Mariana Trench. The resulting concoction sucked ass.
Yeah, it's
so
a
they
joke.
Relegated it to
It's
the
a
cellar.
joke.
Year-
It's not real. The concoction sucked ass. It's a comedy video. Oh, okay. I totally thought it was real. It's a comedy video. All right.
Years later, they
It
came
sucked
across
ass.
it during a cellar cleanup and gave it another taste. Not surprisingly, the sauce still tasted awful. But thanks to the power of marketing and brand recognition, Worcester sauce is still consumed around the world.
Wow. So he's claiming it's terrible.
The specifics of the recipe are a secret, including these secret onions that start out the process.
Secret onions? No, they're marinated onions, as you can see.
The onions are pickled in a secret liquid, which may secretly be edible.
What a secret.
Other barrels contain anchovies, because God has abandoned us.
Wow. Anchovy.
Additional ingredients to make Worcester sauce include salt, liquid, yucky liquid, very yucky liquid,
Oh my god.
even yuckier liquid, and barbecue pulled pork.
Ooh.
Workers pour the ingredients into gigantic blending tanks. As you can tell by their enthusiasm, the workers absolutely love this part of the job. They can barely contain their excitement when they finally get to shovel globs of fermented fish guts into a massive slop hole.
That looks delicious.
The ingredient proportions to make Worcester sauce are top secret, but FTC regulations inform us that it just barely reaches qualifications to be called a sauce and not a slurry. Now the pickled onions and garlic, as opposed to the garlic pickle flavored onions.
Look at that. I had no idea this stuff goes into it at all.
Blue food grade pure dried vacuum salt is then added.
Oh, great.
It's
So, if you're wondering what's going on, everybody, the stream was suspended for watching this video. I have to wait 3 minutes. Let me tell everyone. Okay. Hey, everyone. I'm still here. We have to wait 3 minutes for this to unfreeze now. How stupid. Really stupid. I was actually enjoying, even though it was a comedy video, I was enjoying learning what was actually going into the Worcestershire sauce. And now we won't know. I'm actually kind of wondering, should we test, like, this is an official channel here, this video, and I'm wondering if we should really chance this too. I'm thinking we should maybe skip to, like, one that's not.
That's what...
Like, this looks like a guy's personal YouTube channel, right? So maybe this one would be better. Like, that last video, I'm afraid, because this looks like a channel that's branded, that maybe that video would get blocked, too. Wow. I totally did not expect watching a video about making Worcestershire sauce to be what would block the stream today. That's something interesting, to say the least. But I guess it is what it is. We have to wait. Sorry that we have to wait, everyone. The thing is, I get to keep streaming. There's no problem with the stream. It just says, your stream has been temporarily blocked. We detected video belonging to someone else. If you plan to continue, please ensure that... That went away. Yeah, it went away. I can't read the rest of it. But basically it just says you have to wait like 3 minutes. And in 3 minutes, the stream will come back. It's just really stupid that dumb things like that get claimed. By the way, so that's completely illegal. All right? Just to clarify for everyone watching this on demand, that is completely illegal because it's called fair use. A judge has ruled in a court of law that it's fair use to watch content like that as long as you're adding commentary or criticism or something to it. There is absolutely no legal right whatsoever for YouTube to shut that down. By any means. There's no means that they could do that. So the reason that the fact they did that is actually illegal, but YouTube doesn't care. To them, they have an automated system and they just feel that's sufficient so that they don't get sued. It's really stupid. It shouldn't be like that, but that's how YouTube works. All right? Are we coming back now? Are we actually coming back now? We're back. You guys can hear me and see me. Can we continue? It's all good now? All right, good. By the way, I skipped another video. For those who live on the stream, there was another video that was like a branded YouTube channel, and I was afraid if we watched that, the same thing was just going to happen. So I skipped ahead. This looks like this guy's personal YouTube channel. So likely this will be more safe. All right. All right, here we go. I don't know who this is. I never heard of this guy.
What we'll be doing today, we'll be creating the largest plate of Thanksgiving food ever.
Really?
Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, I will not be using my standard, these are pretty big dishes. These are like a standard dinner plate right here. Nah. Today we're gonna use this plate. I just bought it today.
That plate is to put like the whole turkey on and carve it. It's just like a serving plate.
This plate is single-handedly screwing up the white balance on my camera. What's up, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. So I've got this tradition on Thanksgiving where I eat a lot of food and I'll hibernate for a couple hours and then eat a little bit more food. Everybody knows everybody eats a lot of food on Thanksgiving. So I spent my entire day today cooking up a traditional Thanksgiving feast. I roasted a 16-pound turkey, mashed up a ton of potatoes, uncanned some cranberry sauce, whisked some gravy, casseroled some green beans. I even made a pumpkin pie from scratch.
From scratch? Yeah, right, he bought it.
It's sitting in the kitchen right now. The only thing that's left to do is plate it. Let's go get some food.
Everything looks pretty traditional to me.
First off, we're going for the mashed potatoes.
The foundation.
The taters.
Exactly.
Spackle.
Mashed taters.
Oh, big scooping coming.
That's a lot of mashed potatoes.
Ton of potatoes.
All right, now we're going for the turkey.
I'm a fan of potatoes, but not a fan of that much. I wouldn't eat that many. He's got the white, he's got the breast. Yeah, that's the turkey breast.
I think that's good for breast meat. I haven't even done dark meat yet. And then, of course, to follow the turkey, gotta go with some stuffing. Though this stuffing doesn't look that good.
That looks like stovetop stuffing, honestly, right? It looks like
looking for
instant
some dark
stuffing. It
meat
doesn't
now.
look like it's truly homemade. The dark meat is the leg. Yep, the leg, the thigh.
That's good.
Oh my god, that's heavy.
That looks disgusting. So, I'm aware that a traditional food in the United States is these casseroles or whatever, right? But like that, I've never in my life had a green bean casserole. And nor would I want to eat one. You know what I mean? Like, that looks disgusting to me. That looks like pure cream and calories. That doesn't look appetizing. Like, that would probably taste gross, in my opinion. You know? I like green beans. I actually really like green beans. But I wouldn't... That looks nasty. That's like a bunch of goo. Or a bunch of fucking snot on your veggies. Who would want to eat that? But maybe I just haven't had one and I don't know that it's good. It looks gross. That looks disgusting.
Fresh cranberries picked from the backyard.
Oh, yeah, fresh cranberries. You spelled sauce wrong.
That's enough cranberry sauce. Where am I gonna put this pumpkin pie?
In your stomach.
Alright, this plate is making progress. Look at this thing. Fucking heavy. Let's do a little more mashed potatoes on top.
Oh my god, enough with the mashed potatoes, dude.
And then, you thought we were done with the turkey. The drumstick. Not just one drumstick, but both drumsticks. Damn.
So, what do you think? That's about that plate's probably about 5,000, maybe 6,000 calories, right? So that's enough for like 3 days of eating right there. Seriously. I mean, just a casserole alone with all that cream and shit is probably like 1,000 calories by itself. I'm being asked, what was the traditional Thanksgiving when I was growing up with my parents? Definitely turkey. They would always roast a turkey. Stuffing. And usually they would make like a stuffing in the turkey with some of the guts of the turkey. But also we'd have a side of like stovetop stuffing because not everyone liked the stuffing that had the guts of the turkey in it. We would have definitely cranberry sauce, and usually it was the jellied kind like he's having. We would have usually sweet potatoes of some kind. We wouldn't have regular mashed potatoes. We would usually have sweet potatoes, like mashed sweet potatoes with brown sugar and butter. That was a regular thing. Definitely like rolls with butter as well, like little rolls, dinner rolls with butter. I remember that. I don't recall ever having a casserole like that. I don't recall ever having regular mashed potatoes like that, honestly. I think we always did sweet potatoes. And I'm just trying to remember if anything else stands out in my head. I think that's about it. So, a little bit less than what he did, you know? Definitely no mashed potatoes, but sweet potatoes in place. No casserole. For dessert, we would usually have some kind of a pie, but it would vary. Yes, some years we'd have pumpkin. Some years we'd have apple. Some years we'd have a cherry. It was just some kind of a pie that we would share for dessert. So, yeah, I agree. Like, there's, like, no veggies. All he did was have the green bean casserole there. And, oh, carrots. There you go. I usually have some kind of carrot, like roasted carrots or something like that. Yeah, we would have carrots, like a side of carrots with dinner. We would have some kind of veggie, like carrots or green beans, but it wouldn't be in a casserole form. Right. I agree there. All right. I think all he's going to do is eat this, right? Like, all he does is eat the plate. Because isn't he known as an eater, like a professional eater? Yeah, look. So he's going to eat the whole plate. That's absolutely disgusting. All right, I'm not watching that. We already saw... Okay, so we've already seen these. See, what happened is, now, it went to random select, and it kind of went... So we can skip by all these and get back to where we were earlier.
Are you ready?
Right, let's skip through and get to where we were.
What if...
Oh, here we were.
What if she ran us over? Had to help him up. This took too many tries.
Give me one margarita, I'ma open my leg.
In the spring of 1999, the Family Learning Channel commissioned animator Don Hertzfeldt to produce promotional segments for their network. Okay. I don't know what the Family Learning Channel is. The cartoons were completed in 5 weeks. The Family Learning Channel rejected all of them upon review, and they were never aired. Okay. Mark Thomas says real music, thankfully. Yeah, actual real music now, if you can believe it. Let's see what these are.
My spoon is too big. My spoon is too big. My spoon is too big. I am a banana.
Now, I can't imagine why that was rejected.
Tuesday's coming. Did you bring your coat? I live in a giant bucket.
No, these were not really. These cannot be have been submitted to a learning channel. This is just silly animation. This is not for real. No fucking way do I believe they said fuck in it. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Silly hats only. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. That's not silly. Like deadpan. Oh god, they beat the shit out of him. Look at that. Alright. Very nice.
You're watching the Family Learning Channel. And now, angry ticks fire out of my nipples. Say, do you want to go see a movie? I'm feeling fat and sassy.
Hoyo! Meanwhile, the Johnson & Mills Corporation approached Don to produce a series of advertisements for their assorted home products. Upon Don's submittal of the finished commercials, they too were rejected outright. I'll watch a couple more, but we're not going to watch all of these. This is complete bullshit. That's not legit. Okay, let's continue. What's insane about this is that this literally was supposed to be like a Dance Dance Revolution game. Like, people were supposed to be dancing on the floor to this. How would you possibly hit those that fast? Right? It says he smashes his room. Let me guess, he fails it. And when he fails it, he loses his mind and he, like, destroys his room. Well, let's fast forward to that rather than, wait for the whole fucking thing here. Right? Here.
Love to do. Oh! Yeah, look what I did. Oh, fucking well. Looks like I'm retired. God. Why the fuck did I just do that?
Because you're an idiot.
Good morning. Whoops, it's raining. Hold on a minute. There. I thought I'd talk to you a little bit.
Now, hold on a second. Guys, it's way too early for Santa Claus. We're not even past Thanksgiving yet. What are you doing? What kind of video is this?
This morning about, oh, by the way, this is a new computer and it does all kinds of things, so I have to be careful. I'm not the sharpest tack in the box when it comes to this new equipment. You're talking to a guy, or a guy is speaking to you now, that started driving a Model A car. I remember the first jet airplane and many first things. The Iceman delivering ice to an ice box, taking it off of a mule-drawn wagon. So, but I'd like to speak to you a little bit this morning about young people in particular, about accomplishing things. When I was young, as you know, I had a difficult childhood, but there's no excuse for people not being able to do what they want to do. You can do anything that you want to do. For example, as I've told you before, I lived in the back of an old car. I taught myself to read and write. So if you're young, don't give up. Don't say the world is just against me. That's not true. I taught myself to read and write. I've had 5 books published. I went to college, got a little bit of college. I've studied scripture for many, many years. I've raised 5 children. I've buried a mother, father, sister, brother, wife, and daughter. So a person can accomplish anything that they want.
He's had quite the eventful storied life. He's a pretty big one, huh?
One time, to prove to myself that I was not an ignorant person, I bought a blackboard. And I purchased a correspondence course for computer programming, and I completed it with the blackboard. So, forge ahead. Don't stop. Never stop learning. Always reach out to better yourself, because when you do that, things expand. You understand more. You're happier. You're healthier. This old saying that if you don't use it, you lose it, is absolutely true. If you don't use that brain that God put in your head, one of these days you'll be sitting on a front porch somewhere and you won't hardly know what's going on. So don't give up. If times are hard, good things nor bad things last forever. But most generally, we are in control of our own destiny. And when I say that, I mean this. If you're not getting ahead, you need to do something to allow yourself to get ahead. For an example, excuse me. For an example, if you want a good job, if you want a secure future, you have to have something to offer a prospective employer. Now, I'm not saying you need a PhD or a master's degree, but you do have to have something to offer. There's going to be a time in this country that people that know how to work with their hands, plumbers, electricians, carpenters, cement layers, machine operators, mechanics, people that know how to work with their hands are going to be in great demand. Yes, it's true. You have to have education and training.
When weren't they? I like it's like a motivational speech, but I don't really think there's a point yet. I'm still waiting. I'm like, so we're 4.5 minutes in, and I'm like, so what's the point? He's basically saying, don't give up, keep working. You know, you can make anything of yourself. Even if, you know, I guess what he's saying is even if you can't get the book smarts part down, you could still work with your hands and still be successful. Like, I understand it, but he's not really saying anything too, like, revolutionary or notable. You know what I mean?
Training to be an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer. But I'll tell you the truth. I spent 60 years working. I was successful. I've started a couple of businesses. I'm not a wealthy man, but I'm a guy that came from living in the back of an old car to having a nice retirement and to be able to talk to you on this thing. So I'm going to close, but I just wanted to share that with you this morning. Young people, I love you. I do. I love young people. My grandmother always said, you know, when a baby smiles, the angels sing. And that's true, I believe. But young people, you're the backbone of this country. You're the backbone of the world. I don't care if you're in Asia, Africa, Korea, Japan. I don't care where you are, the United States. You are the leaders, the future leaders of this world. So reach out. Be yourselves. Don't be afraid to go after what you need.
As happy as I am that he was able to share that message, I don't think he said anything notable at all. It was like every generic thing I've ever heard. Really. We're going to watch one more video. I don't know what it'll be. It was so generic. Like, everything he said was like, all right, go get him. Don't ever give up. I came out from the back of a car. I started businesses. You can too. If you can't be smart, you work with your hands. Doesn't matter where you come from. It's like very generic stuff. I was hoping he was going to have like this big insight, and it never came. A little disappointed. I thought it was going to be better than it was. Okay.
So the 222 system is made up of a trio of rules. You got the 2-minute rule, 2-day rule, and the 2-year rule. These rules are each great on their own, but when combined into a system, it's made building new habits and acquiring useful skills incredibly easy. It's how I've managed to grow this YouTube channel and start a business and publish a book, all while working full-time as a doctor, because the fundamental skills like writing, video editing, and studying I've been able to put on autopilot. So the way it works is that you pick a skill or a habit that you want to acquire.
Okay.
So for this example, let's say
morning run, sleep early, eat healthy, study every day.
we're trying to build a habit of going on a 30-minute jog every morning.
Okay.
Here's how you would apply the 222 system, starting with the 2-minute rule. Break it down into a 2-minute task. So you want to break down going on a daily 30-minute jog into something that takes only 2 minutes to do. Make sure it has a specific time and place. So examples would be, I will put on my running shoes immediately after I brush my teeth in the morning, or I will sleep in my running clothes. For the first week or so, commit to only doing it for 2 minutes. So put on your shoes and go for a 2-minute run. Then after 2 minutes, go back home and continue doing what you were doing. You need to first establish the habit of just showing up to the jog every morning before you can expand on it. Once you're consistent, you can lengthen the jog to 30 minutes. Speaking of consistency, next is the 2-day rule.
So if you want to start doing something new, you have to make it part of your routine so it doesn't break up your routine and disturb everything you already do. So sleep in your running clothes, so when you wake up in the morning, you're ready to go. You could be out the door, do the run, come right back. Make it a routine. You're already brushing your teeth. Well, while you're doing that, also put your shoes on. You're already ready to go. It makes sense, but 2 minutes of running, it does nothing. You know what I mean? But I guess what he's saying is once you make it part of your routine, it's not, that's the hardest part, correct? Yeah, it's true. With exercise too, any kind of exercise, once you have to make it part of your life first, and then the exercise comes easy. That's true. Once you start exercising, continuously exercising isn't hard anymore. It's the getting it into your daily life and getting it part of your routine that's probably the most difficult jump. So I kind of understand what he's coming for there. Okay, what's the 2-day rule?
Never miss a habit for 2 days in a row. So never miss going on a jog for 2 days in a row. Life gets in the way, and sometimes you'll be too busy in the morning to go on that jog, and that's okay. You're not a failure. Commit to the 2-day rule and make sure you don't miss 2 days in a row. When we miss for 2 days, it's easy to start sliding to 3 or 4 days, and eventually you'll just give up on the habit. But the key is to forgive yourself if you miss 1 day and use that buffer to get back on track the next day.
Okay.
It's better to be consistent than to be perfect. Next is the 2-year rule, which is basically stick with the habit for 2 years. Keep trying to build this jogging habit for 2 years and don't quit. 2 years is long enough for you to see meaningful progress, but also not long enough where the timeline seems overwhelming. In the grand scheme of life, 2 years is nothing, but doing
Really? I don't know about that.
something consistently for 2 years will change your identity. And when you identify yourself as a runner, then the habit of going on a daily jog becomes second nature. If you want to succeed at anything in life, all you need are practice, persistence, and patience. That's the 2-minute rule, 2-day rule, and 2-year rule.
I mean, yeah, but this is common sense, right? Find a way to make something you want to change in your life easy to change. So make it part of your daily routine so it's not a giant disturbance, right? Persistent. Don't give up, of course. And the truth is, humans can be lazy. And if you skip something for more than 2 days in a row, you probably won't go back to it. If you skip it once, that's, it's all right. But make sure you're not consistently skipping it. Now it's out of that routine. Get it into your routine, make it normalized, and then keep it as part of your routine. Patience might be the toughest one, especially for exercise, because a lot of people, when they start to exercise, they want immediate results. And if they don't see the immediate results that they intend or they want, then they're like, well, this isn't effective. I give up right away, right? And that's sad, because it really is about patience in a lot of ways. For me, when I started losing weight, you lose that first 10, 15 pounds right away because it's considered water weight. And then after that, if you want to continuously lose weight, you have to keep adjusting other things in your lifestyle as well. There's exercise, there's diet, there's all these things if you want to continuously get healthier. And a lot of people just see the water weight go and then there's no more progress and they give up. It's about patience. See, I agree with this, but at the same time, he's trying to make it catchy. This is common sense. This is not, rocket science that you need to know. This is a common sense approach to life, except a lot of people don't have common sense in this day and age. You know what I'm saying? Sadly, they don't. They've lost that ability to have common sense. If you want to do something different, make it part of your daily routine and prepare for it so that way it's not a disruptive thing to your day and it's easy to initiate and do. If you want to keep doing it, don't have it so that it can be disrupted for more than once in a row. If you have it disrupted for more than once in a row, it's probably not your routine anymore, and now it's harder to get back into it. Be patient. You're not going to necessarily receive results from whatever it is you're trying to institute or change right away. It could take upwards of 2 years until you see progress, but you will see progress if you're persistent, right? So it all makes sense, but I don't know if it's a 2-2-2. It's more of just using your brain. Nevertheless, it's good advice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for DSP versus the Internet, episode 39. I hope that you all enjoyed. And one final reminder, the best way to support this channel and keep this content going is becoming a member. If you're a member, you get to watch this archived show right away the moment I finish the stream. You also get to nominate the videos for this show for next week's. All right? So please consider becoming a member. I would appreciate it if you did. It helps a lot. Thanks to those who supported the stream this week and hit that members goal. I really appreciate that. And there will be bonus content on this channel this week coming up for the holiday. So for those who like this channel, you're going to see some cool stuff, a tier maker, me reacting to ads, fun stuff coming up. And then we'll be back next Sunday with episode 40. All right, everyone. Thank you so very much. Great show this week. I'll see you soon. And if you're a new member, keep your eyes peeled. You'll be able to start nominating videos for next week's show soon, probably tonight. All right. Thank you all. Enjoy the week. See you next time.